So everybody loves pizza. Let's be real. All right. But we can make pizza a little bit healthier. All right. Very easily with the type of dough we use, with the type of crust we use. All right. So if you are a Trader Joe's fanatic, such as myself, they offer broccoli and kale pizza crust. Look at that. Boom. So we got that one right here. Okay. And then we have the cauliflower crust. All right, team. So we got the broccoli and kale and the cauliflower crust. All right. I'm sure people have heard the cauliflower crust, but broccoli and kale is a new one, and it works. But it's a little bit different when it comes to the preparations, team. There's a little bit of difference when it comes to it because the dough can't hold as much stuff. So it encourages people to put a lot less toppings on their pizza, and inherently encouraging people to not eat as much, right? Because that's the point. Keep it in moderation. All right, team. So let me get the sauce going first. Obviously, when it comes to pizza, right, we got tomato paste pizza or pizza sauce that is predominantly used everywhere. Me being from my family being from Chicago, they use a lot of that tomato paste in their deep dish pizzas. Okay, but we're gonna obviously go a little bit healthier because that's what the Jazzy Squad is about. It's about being healthier, but still treating ourselves. So instead of the tomato paste, we're gonna use some nice pesto paste. Boom. All right, we got some pesto. Got some pesto up in here. So we're gonna use that to coat the dough here. All right, team. So you can be a little bit, you don't need to be too overzealous when it comes to it. But when it comes to pesto, you don't really need too much. A lot goes a long way. I just gotta get it. All right. Already having a malfunction with the pesto. Off to a good start. But yeah, as I get this pesto up on this team, what are some of your favorite toppings when it comes to pizza? We can talk about that and talk about alternatives possibly. We can talk about, encourage using those toppings more. Umpiring games. When are you guys done with those umpiring games? You guys are just hustling all the time. All right, that's going to be filled with this pesto. I definitely do miss baseball and playing baseball. I think we talked about it on one of our hikes that we did. All right, team. So the difference, what I want to say too, the big difference between the pesto versus tomato is that you're going to get a little bit more, actually a lot more unsaturated fats from the pesto sauce. Okay, coming from olive oil, coming from the cashews that is grinded into the pesto. And like we've discussed before, unsaturated fats are good, obviously in moderation, but those are the healthy fats. Those are the fats that are liquid at room temperature. And they provide some unsaturated fats or omega-3 fatty acids. I'm sure you are familiar with that. That is good for your brain. Good for the health of our brain. So that's why we're using pesto instead of tomato. Tomato usually is a little bit more carbohydrate based. All right. Tomato pastes usually have a little bit more sugar in it. Okay, so when we're trying to monitor our sugar intake, we kind of want to avoid things, or not avoid, but manage and minimize things that can have added sugars in them. All right, Hog, we discussed that, right? The added sugar component. Let's discuss that with a few of you as well. And we're just going all in with this pesto team. I wasn't expecting to use the whole thing, but when you got 2 pizzas we're about to make, you gotta. Oh yeah, pineapple is a good one. I know that's like a big, I know that's a big topic of strong discussion on pizza. But the thing about pizza, team, is that it gives you that base, right? It gives you that opportunity to be very creative, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be pretty creative with the pizzas we make, especially with the ingredients that I got today. Playoff start, nice. Olives. Minette, you like the olives? Okay, that's a quintessential one. Fricadellen. Patahino, I don't know what you mean. Can you elaborate on that? I'd like to learn more. But Wednesday's all about wellness. But I appreciate your question. Love it. So yeah, Minette, you like olives, you like bell peppers and mushrooms. Oh, look at that. We got 2 of those 3 that we're going to use today. All right, team. So pesto is pretty much coated on each of them, keeping it pretty even there. All right, so let's get some vegetables up in this business. All right, so we got some mushrooms up in here. Mushrooms don't really have that many, they're pretty high in fiber, which is good. The mushrooms are a prebiotic, so they help our gut health by using our gut, the bacteria in our gut consumes the mushrooms for us to promote more healthy bacteria in our gut, which is important for our immune system, for our digestion. So if you are a mushroom fan, keep eating those mushrooms. If you're using psychedelic mushrooms, keep those in moderation. But as studies have come out recently that the LSD and the mushrooms are actually good for people with PTSD. So we're all about that science, team. We're all about that scientifically founded research that helps people, live better lives. So we're going to do that with our mushroom consumption today. And as you can see, I'm making 2 pizzas because my roommate begged me to make her a pizza as well while doing this. And I don't know if she's in the chat, but she's currently on a phone call, so she better come later in order to get this pizza. But yeah, that's a little fun fact about mushrooms. So going back to what I said earlier, when it comes to these crusts, they're not as resilient when it comes to the vegetable, or like when it comes to just ingredients on it. The flour-based crusts are a little bit more dense, so they can hold more ingredients on it. So we're not going to go too crazy with the ingredients today, but that's what I just wanted to kind of bring into discussion. So I'm going to get some sliced onions up in this business, because onions are also a prebiotic similar to mushrooms that helps our digestion, helps our gut health. So we're going to put some sliced onions up on top of this business right here. There's Echo. Hey, oh, Alexa's not turned on, so I can say your name actually. I do have a list. There, Ken. So everybody, please welcome my godfather, Ken, who is a brilliant man. He can't come to the workout classes because he's a little bit on the not as young side. I'm not going to say older, but not as young side. So please, warm welcome for my godfather, Ken Sheppers of Michigan. He's going to be visiting California soon, which I'm super stoked for, because I miss him, and it's been a while since I've seen my godfather. And we're going to go to Yosemite. He's going to come to Dodger Stadium, right? We're going to go see the Doyers. But yeah, right, that's how it's pronounced, Edenhoff, the Doyers. Yeah, me again. You are you again. You're always you. All right, so I got some sliced onions up in that business. All right, and just like I've used in other dishes, like the Jazzy hash. I think I used this, in the Cod and Go. Remember the Cod and Go? That was a great one. Okay, we're going to throw in some good old bell pepper. All right, so for those of you that were here, for those, what is super high in these bell peppers? Oh yeah, my bad, Ed. It's pronounced Yosemite. My bad. From our glorious leader that we had not too long ago. Yosemite. Oh my God, that's so freaking dumb. All right, team. So what is the vitamin that is high up in these bell peppers? Vitamin C. Good job, Alexa. Good job. That is true. So remember, if you feel like you need some vitamin C, don't go get emergency. Oh, what's up, Amanda? How you doing? Good to see you. We're just making some healthy pizza. Thanks for tuning in. We're just talking about vitamin C and how vitamin C is super high in bell peppers, much higher than in oranges. Even though when you think of vitamin C, you think of oranges. So, what the heck was I talking about? Oh yeah, if you feel like you need some vitamin C, you can have a glass of OJ, that's cool. But you can also just have some good old bell pepper. Get that fiber in there too. But yeah, and a fun fact too, Emergency and all those like kind of vitamin C supplements, even though it's a water soluble vitamin, which is if you have too much of it, you're just going to pee it out, which is good. You only need about 70 milligrams, so that's 0.07 grams of vitamin C a day for your immune system and for your body to use. And and that's for both men and women. So if you go over that, your body's just going to pee out. And emergency packets are about 1,000 milligrams, so 1 gram. So yeah, if you feel like you need some vitamin C, just get it from some OJ, get it from some bell peppers. Because, how I encourage people to get their nutrients from food, that's what I'm going to do with this as well. But that's definitely, studies have shown that that boost, right? That boost of vitamin C when it comes to the emergency and stuff, if you're sick, it has shown transiently that it does help the immune system, but not for a long time. If that makes sense. So that's a little fun fact about vitamin C while we put these bell peppers up in this business. All right, as you can see, we're going to be very heavy on the vegetables today. So when it comes to pizza, right, where pizza's really known for pepperoni, right, meats. So while that's okay, obviously keep it in moderation. You can use a little bit when you make your pizza. You can use a little bit more cheese to get more of that protein, if that makes sense. Yeah, like maybe pizza could be a way where we manage our meat intake, because I'm looking at you, Alexa. Because meat's okay in moderation, but if you're trying to get it out, try to go a little bit more with the vegetable-based pizzas, without the meat. Sound good? If not, that's fine. It's your choice. But I'm just here to encourage people to just make a little bit healthier choices, because that's my role as a dietitian. All right, so I'm just dicing some tomatoes here so we can add some more vitamin C, some more vitamin A in the form of lycopene. Beta carotene, but lycopene is very high in tomatoes as well, and lycopene is an antioxidant, and it's also pretty good for our skin. So these pizzas are kind of looking a little bit Christmassy over here. Now, pepperoni and sausage is good in moderation, but not good every day. Remember, I'm not the dietitian that's going to tell people not, to completely take things out that they like, but I'm the one that's going to encourage people to kind of just use different alternatives. All right, squad. So I'm sure Italians are rolling in their grave when I come talk about, heavily vegetable-based pizzas. But even though they're all about they have the basil and what is that? The caprese pizza, Caprese Za. All right, sounds good, Amanda. Good to see you. Okay, so we put some bell peppers up in this business. We got some tomatoes, got some onions, we got some mushroom. All right, squad, we got a few more ingredients here. So I'm looking at you, Mom. I know you are not a garlic fan, but I got some garlic. Another antioxidant for us. So I got some fresh garlic that I just smashed over here. So garlic is obviously it's super tasty, but it's also extremely healthy for you. So we got some garlic up in here, but some people, like my mom, unfortunately can't have the garlic because it hurts her stomach, and that's fine. All right, team. So just getting this garlic up in here. I'm gonna smash a little bit more. Hulk smash it. It is very sticky. No pun intended. Cheese, yeah, more cheese will be there. Minette, what's do I lose value for which one? When you cook vegetables? I love garlic. I know it doesn't like you. I'm sorry. So yeah, Minette, which one are you talking about? Bell peppers. So yeah, any like most vegetables, if you cook them, like it's going to be a negligible amount. I mean, if you completely like destroy them when you're cooking them, some B vitamins will what's it called? They'll be cooked out of the actual vegetable that you're cooking. So that's why when it comes to vegetables, if you're like steaming them, right? That's actually not encouraged because it'll seep into the water that you're steaming it with. So when it comes to vegetables, like cooking it like baking it is actually okay because it's not the water is going to be retained on the dough. So it's wherever the water goes, right? So when you're steaming vegetables, like it evaporates, right, and it goes into that. It's being cooked by the water that's boiling. So that sometimes like some of those B vitamins will just go and seep into the water from the vegetables. So that's why, like, if you saute them, if you throw some olive oil, or like you cook them with olive oil or something, the viscosity of the oil will help the B vitamins from excreting out. Does that make sense? Yeah, sorry, that was a long-winded explanation. All right, team, so I threw in some garlic there. All right, we're getting here. We're getting there. A couple more ingredients. So I got some fresh basil. All right, because I feel like you can't have pizza without basil. So I got some fresh basil up in here. All right. Ken, are you taking notes? Are you taking notes from what we're using? Don't worry, I'll go over it while the pizza's being cooked. Is basil the one that you slap, right? Is that the one that you slap? So I'm just gonna slap some basil right here. Is basil's the one you slap, right? To activate it or whatever. All is that something else? Oh, that's mint. There you go. I'm just gonna slap. I'm gonna slap still because I like slapping things that are flimsy, I guess. That sounded weird, but whatever. So I'm just gonna put some basil leaves up on this one right here. We're almost done, team. We're almost done. Just getting this super tasty basil up in here because you can't have, I feel like any type of Italian dish, you can't have basil. You cannot not have basil. Can not have, yeah. Double negative makes a positive, right? But I'm sure it works with this as well, Alexa. I'm gonna believe that, even though it's probably not true. So dumb. All right, team. So there we go. We got all the vegetables up in this business. All right, so let's get our cheese. So I got some mozzarella cheese and some organic feta cheese. So we're just gonna go a little Mediterranean here too. So we got some mozzarella and some feta cheese up in this business. All right, team. So I'm gonna be a little bit generous when it comes to topping this off with leches. All right, so we can get a little bit more protein up in this business, since predominantly this is vegetables. All right, so I'm going, you can use mozzarella cheese, you can use some organic mozzarella cheese, you can use some low-fat mozzarella cheese. Unfortunately at Trader Joe's they did not have the low-fat mozzarella cheese, so this one's gonna be just a little bit higher in that fat, but just a little bit. Remember, we're not overdoing it too much. Gotta keep it in moderation, right, team? So what do you guys think? Do you think the cauliflower crust is going to taste better? Do you think the broccoli is going to taste better? Do you think they're both going to taste like crap? All the chiz. Yes. All right, that's a little generous there. Almost there, team. Man, this is going to taste so good. All right, got some crumbles up in this business. Gotta crumble it up with these hard cheeses. So we got a nice little balance, team. We got the hard cheese and the feta here, and then we got the soft cheese with the mozzarella. So you got the difference. One of the main differences between the hard and the soft is that the hard cheeses are a little bit more aged. All right, so that's how you get that like kind of low moisture with the hard cheeses, like hard cheddar, feta, blue cheese, and then like cheeses like mozzarella, Swiss, sorry, are a little bit more wetter, a little bit more moisture. But I definitely have to refresh my memory, like on the nutritional differences between the hard and the soft cheeses, but pretty much they are pretty high in protein, all of them. They're all gonna pretty much have saturated fat, but there's like negligible difference between the two when it comes to the saturated fat like amounts. So yeah, that's from what I know right now, but I could definitely do more research because sometimes I just need a little refresher. There's no harm in admitting that, right, team? We don't know everything. Even I don't know everything about nutrition. FedEx, why don't you can come over and I can deliver it to you. All right, team. So we got that, and then once it comes out, I got some pepper, got some red chili pepper, some oregano, and then I got some olive oil I'm going to top it off with. All right, so I put the oven at 450. All right, so the oven's at 450 here. Even though some of you may know I cook other pizzas at a lower temperature, so it's a little bit more balanced when it comes to the cooking of the pizza. But so yeah, I got it. 450. When it comes to the vegetable crust, you apparently with vegetable crusts you need to cook them at a little bit higher of a temperature. So we get at 450. We're gonna put it at 10 minutes because that's what it said. And so yeah, all right. I think it's looking pretty good here. So we started at 10 minutes, and I'm gonna keep it for another 2. So if you're gonna use the the vegetable-based crusts, you want to cook it for about 10, anywhere between 10 to 12 minutes, and you should be good. You should be good to go. Good to go. Sound good? Sound good? Good to go? All right, team, let's get this sucker out. Oh yeah. Dylan, I'm gonna have a bite of yours since I need to have or actually no, I can hold it up right now. Oh yeah, look at this. Let's go, squad. All right. So Dylan does not want the red chili pepper, which is dumb. How dare she not want it? There you go, team. And this is fun too. Like, I did this actually with one of my best friends, or 2 of my best friends, and one of our close friends. Like having like a pizza night. You can have a healthier alternative pizza night. But this was before the pandemic, so hopefully we can have it again soon. All right, so there we go, team. I'll bring it in close in for you without burning my hand. There it is. This is the broccoli-based one. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful, team. Look at this. Look at that. I'm gonna do a little smile now for my main camera that I'm gonna post on YouTube because I gotta have my my thumbnail. So it's all about the thumbnails, team. So we got that. And then we got the cauliflower one right here. Boom. This one's gonna be mine. Oh, look at that. What do you guys think? Think it works? Maybe not? Oh yeah, that basil is freaking on it. Gotta get my logo up here. There we got it. Looks pretty good, right? Put Cholula on it. Can't put hot sauce on everything, team. But I'm not, I mean, maybe, because I'm white. I don't know if I can get away with it. All right, squad. We're almost done. So this is Dylan's, this is mine. All right, so I'm gonna throw some oregano on this puppy. Let's top it with some oregano. I'm gonna get a little bit, just a little bit of the red chili powder here. And then just a little bit of a regular pepper. Bam. Let's have a bite, huh? What do you think? All right, I'm gonna enjoy this with you guys, so just give me a second here. I want to take a bite for you guys to see. Oh yeah. This has actually retained it pretty well. Last time, I think I went a little too hard. Last time I made pizza like this, I think I put too much, I definitely put too much vegetables on mine last time. So this one's a little bit more balanced, which is good. All right, team. Let's give it a try now, shall we? Yes, you can. I know. Thank you. I appreciate you. Am I an honorary Mexican now? Because I'm liking Cholula now. So a little fun fact, team. I was all about the Reds, Frank's Reds hot sauce, but I think that's very whitewashed. It's a very whitewashed option of hot sauce. So now I'm a Cholula guy. I was encouraged by someone. not possible to put too much vegetables. Say that to the water that can be excreted during the cooking process while it's baking. All right, team, look at this. Let's see it. It's still pretty smoking hot. Gosh darn it. I'm just gonna burn my throat for you guys, even though I like sliced my throat earlier this week on some salmon. All right, here it is, boom. Woo! Oh man, let's go. That is that's very tasty. Holy crap, that pesto. That's really good. Okay, last but not least, I forgot. I'm just gonna top mine with a little bit of olive oil to get a little bit more of those unsaturated fats there. Just a little bit, just a little graze. Even though we have some olive oil in the pesto sauce. All right, so there we are, team. We got some healthy Zas. We got the Jazzy Za up in here. Thank you guys for coming in, hanging out. It's always a pleasure talking with you guys at once. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Dill. Thank you, Alexa, Minette, Mamas. Where else? Ken, my godfather. Hell yeah. You like you El Salvadorians too? Okay, that's fair. Sorry, I'm still learning. I'm still learning there, Eddie. But anyways, team, I'm gonna enjoy this pizza. This is gonna be so freaking good. All right, take care. Love you all. Okay, if you want to come for boxing tomorrow, 6 p.m., you guys know the drill. All right, peace out, Jazzy Squad.